initiated some kind of cheerleading move with Jimmy. She'd jump up and land in his arms.
But in the game of love, not everyone plays by the rules. And a contest between rivals will end in sudden death.
We were able to identify the head and then work our way down, and we were able to see that you had a body on the bed.
And later, from the day they met, Scott and Lisa Pattison were the picture of health and happiness.
Physically, they were a gorgeous couple. Scott was a bodybuilder. Lisa was always the prettiest girl.
But playing with someone's heart is a dangerous game, and not everyone plays fair.
If somebody were enforcing this bar on your neck, there's no way that you could be breathing after 45 seconds.
When it comes to romance, 2 is company, 3's a crowd, and 1 is a killer.
Some people would have you think that love is all sonnets and songbirds. But for me, love has always been a full contact sport. Why, even the most romantic love affairs are full of blood, sweat, and tears.
Temptation first led Shelley Angus and Jimmy Michael to stray out of bounds. But when it comes to love, old habits are hard to shake. Some things just feel like they're meant to be. When respiratory therapist Jimmy Michael meets energetic nurse Michelle Angus in 1998, she's a breath of fresh air.
Jimmy had always had a thing about cheerleaders, and that was his ultimate woman. So to find Shelley working there at the hospital and find out she was a cheerleader, must have thought that he found heaven.
The former high school cheerleader can still turn heads with her prom queen smile.
Shelley loved to be the central attention. She would play to the gallery with everything she did. She'd jump up and land in Jimmy's arms to the applause of the other members of staff.
As the 2 co-workers make late-night rounds at the hospital, sparks begin to fly. But there's just one small problem. They're both already married.
Jimmy and Shelley were both dealing with failed marriages. And when you talk to somebody about your problems and they're having the same problems, I think it bonds you together.
Some things simply can't get in the way of true love. Like wedding vows.
I think Jimmy did really fall in love with her.
In 1999, Jimmy and Shelley make a fateful decision to leave their spouses and run away together. And by the following spring, they're married.
Jimmy and Shelley both had 2 children each, a boy and a girl. So she would dress the kids up in one uniform so they all matched. And she had a personalized license plate which said 6-pack. She was just trying to create this idea of the perfect American family.
Shelley was definitely a person that liked to be in charge, and Jimmy was okay with letting her have that role. She definitely wanted to run the household.
And the newlyweds are right in their element, reliving their glory days as high school heroes.
Jimmy coached the football team that his son played on. Shelley loved cheerleading. She still did backflips at age 32, and she coached the girls.
While we might not get to stay young forever, Shelley and Jimmy feel lucky to have a second chance at love.
At first, I admired them and how well they blended their family together. But as time went on, you knew it wasn't the perfect family.
4 years into their marriage, finances push romance to the sidelines when Jimmy decides to launch his own medical supply business.
He had done his research, and He knew that it was going to be hard and it would be a struggle, but he said, I know my family will be better off in the long run.
But Shelley doesn't want to tighten her designer belt.
Shelley would never cut herself off from spending. You know, she always had the best designer clothes, the best of everything, and I don't think she worried too much about whether Jimmy could afford it or not.
No.
Well, sometimes a girl likes to look her best, even if it is a formula for disaster.
There was a lot of stress between Jimmy and Shelley. There was no smiles, no loving looks anymore. So I knew their marriage must be in trouble.
The passion that had once driven these go-getters together is starting to fade.
Jimmy told one of his friends that things weren't going well. His wife wouldn't sleep with him, and people could tell he was getting more and more keyed up.
Looks like these soulmates need someone to lift their spirits.
All right, girls.
And that's what friends are for, after all. Especially the handsome ones.
During the fall when football season started, we met Bobby and Kelly. Kelly was a good friend of Shelley's. Her daughter cheered, and Bobby helped Jimmy coach.
They started taking each other's children to school and became very, very close. The four of them became best friends, inseparable.
And when Bobby runs into money trouble, Coach Jimmy is the first to offer a helping hand.
Bobby got laid off, so Jimmy offered him a job out of the goodness of his heart. And Bobby was only too pleased.
Even Shelley is eager to help Bobby get back on his feet.
The four of them were having dinner one night over a couple of drinks, and Bobby happened to mention that somebody he knew was selling an embroidery machine that made uniforms.
Check this out.
Shelley saw an embroidery company as a way to, you know, not have to go to work every day, to stay at home and do her own things.
Shelley jumps at the chance to partner up with Bobby and together launch a side business out of her home.
Shelley never really wanted to work too much, and she certainly didn't want to work a 40-hour week like anyone else.
But a little more free time might not be the only thing Shelley is after.
Shelley got online and did some research and found out that there was going to be a seminar about how to set up your own embroidery business in Chicago. So Jimmy put up the money for the trip, and Shelley booked her and Bobby into a one-room suite in a hotel.
If history serves, Shelley has plenty to teach the coach about the X's and O's of a secret affair.
I know people that seen him at the football field and said, you know, there's something going on between those two.
Two coaches with a cheerleader atop the pyramid. Looks like a love triangle to me. And soon one of them will be sidelined permanently.
Back in 1895, Lyman T. Davis